second Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. Bryan Hunter. Dr. Hunter is truly a part of the fabric of the music therapy profession. Just a year after graduating from Maryville University and receiving his RMT, Bryan was elected to the Assembly of Delegates, and he has not stopped being involved and serving the profession since that time. Suffice to say that through the years he has served on an extensive array of committees and task force. I found it might be easier to tell you what he has not served on than what he has served on, which include chairing the Standards of Practice Committee that wrote the first Standards of Practice document, serving on multiple nominating committees, financial advisory committees, and the publication committee, and so on. Bryan is always ready to tackle any problem and is a go-to person for advice and perspective. He served 3 terms as the Speaker of the Assembly, was President of the National Association of Music Therapy, and is currently an appointed member on the Board of Directors as historian and parliamentarian. Dr. Hunter is indeed woven into the music therapy history as a key figure at pivotal events. While serving as the acting executive director for the first time, he participated in the search which ultimately led to the hiring of our executive director, Andy Farbman. While serving as executive director the second time, he was a key planner in the 1991 Historic Senate Committee hearing on aging, entitled Forever Young, Music and Aging. As president of NAMT, he gained support for music therapy from the music products industry, including the National Association of Music Merchants, beginning a long and very special relationship with Carl Brun and Norm Goldberg. It is difficult to think about the American Music Therapy Association without Dr. Hunter. As NAMT president, he collaborated with the American Association for Music Therapy Leadership to author the proposal for unification effective January 1st, 1998. The unification process required the tact of a diplomat and the vision of a consummate team player. Following his presidency, Dr. Hunter was instrumental in supporting the transition to the United American Music Therapy Association. When Bryan and his wife Leslie, also an outstanding music therapist, first arrived in Rochester, there were 4 other music therapists in the area. Now there are over 70. There are currently over 100 music therapy undergraduate and graduate students at Nathers College, where Dr. Hunter maintains a full-time faculty position as a successful teacher, published researcher, grant writer, and faculty leader, including his recent election as chair of the Faculty Executive Committee. In 2005, he was awarded the first license, number 1, in the New York State as a creative arts therapist. All of these accomplishments are a true testament to hard work, commitment, and leadership. Dr. Hunter is committed to serving those who need music therapy services while growing the profession and the organization that supports those who provide the services. He has a vision and a hope for the future of music therapy and a reverence for its past. Congratulations to Dr. Hunter.
Thank you so very much. I'm truly humbled and nearly speechless. Well, almost. Earlier, Amber asked those of you who are here for the first time at your first conference, you would stand. I was going to do that. I won't ask you to do it again. Would you wave at me, though, if you're here for the first time, your first conference? Yeah. In 1975, as a new undergraduate student, I stood, or actually sat where you are, at the NAMT conference in Kansas City. and tonight marks my 40th consecutive National Music Therapy Conference. Keep coming along enough to get it right sooner or later. I wish for all of you the same extraordinary, fulfilling music therapy journey that has been my special privilege. So here we are for the second time in 7 years in Louisville, home of the Kentucky Derby, whose stars are were commemorated in 1980 by Dan Fogelberg in his beautiful ballad, Run for the Roses. In the chorus, he writes poetically, and it's a run for the roses as fast as you can. Your fate is delivered, your moments at hand. It's the chance of a lifetime, and a lifetime of chance. And it's high time you join in the dance. It's high time you join in the dance. To receive a Lifetime Achievement Award from one's peers is indeed the chance, the experience, truly the moment of a lifetime. But I would hasten to add two important things about the journey to this podium. First, it is not a journey I've taken alone. And second, chance has played only a very small part in it. It was not by chance, but rather my parents' faith that led them to buy a piano in hopes that one or both of their sons would learn to play well enough to accompany hymns in their small church that seemed to always be short on piano players. The investment of a piano, and you ready for this? $2 for a half an hour lessons reaped quite the return. In my case, a church musician turned music therapist turned college professor. And my brother, church musician turned music educator turned elementary school principal. And they're all here sitting in the front row with me tonight. Chance had little to do with extraordinary education and clinical training. First from Sisters Harriet Padberg and Ruth Sheehan at Maryville University, and then a nationally known faculty from the University of Kansas, and in particular the mentorship of Dr. Alicia Clare. And the vital internship tutelage of Dr. Roy Grant from the University of Georgia, who not only shaped me as a clinician, but taught me early on the importance of service to AMTA. You see, he had us interns working on bylaw revisions early on. And then when we got them done, he would take us fishing, but only when we got them done. Dr. Clare and Dr. Grant are sitting right here in front of me tonight. Neither did chance have anything to do with having a music therapist spouse. Introduced to me by Sister Harriet Padberg. Now guys, you met in music therapy, let me tell you, it's never a bad thing to have a nun introduce you to a girl. And many of you know Leslie in her own right as a veteran music therapist, internship director, MAR past president, and former CBMT chair. She gets it when I say I have to be on an AMTA conference call tonight. More importantly, though, especially during those presidential travel years, she filled the void for our kids who know more about music therapy than any children care to. Just recently, Caitlin gave a mini music therapy in-service to one of her music ed friends at Syracuse University. I'm expecting that girl's application any day now to Nazareth College. And Stephanie and Bryan and Caitlin are sitting right here in front of me. Likewise, chance has nothing to do with the institutional support I've received from Nazareth College since 1982 for the music therapy program itself and the tremendous support for my service opportunities, from the level of department chair to the college president's office. The support from them has been extraordinary, and without it, I could not have made the contributions to music therapy that I had been a part of. And indeed, the Vice President for Academic Affairs asked her new associate, my colleague and former chair of the music department, Dr. James Douthit, to represent the college tonight at this ceremony. Unfortunately, his flight this morning in Rochester was canceled, leaving him no way to get here in time, and he sends his sincere regrets, but he would have otherwise been here. Now, I would also add regarding this journey that one has to commit to the long haul. Connie referenced that a few minutes ago. And be patient. As an example, I was the single full-time music therapy faculty member for 25 years at Nazareth College, but I now have two wonderful colleagues in Betsy King and Laurie Kehoe, and next year we get to add a fourth full-time faculty member. In 1975, I couldn't have imagined any of this. Certainly not the opportunity to serve as president, work on a Senate hearing, or help unify a profession. How did all of that happen? Certainly not by chance. All I can tell you is that I made a personal commitment to the long haul, and I showed up to the dance whenever I was asked, and was blessed by more than a deserving measure of grace, the opportunity to work with extraordinary music therapists, volunteers, and the best professional office staff imaginable under Dr. Fartman, the loyal support of steadfast friends such as Dr. Alan Solomon, who's here this evening, and most importantly, the opportunity to work with you, the members, who share your musical grace every single day with your clients. Thank you for being here and for joining the dance.